Hi friends, this is NMK Vijay and welcome to my YouTube channel Forex FS for analyzing the major miners as well as gold, silver, crude, copper, US 30 Bitcoin using Elliott wave theory. So before we get into this analysis, this is my disclaimer, read carefully, and I'm not responsible for any losses if you took the trade according to my trade plans explaining here. So let's move on to DXY, starts from DXY. And this is our regular watch list. Starts from DXY, and finally we can finish with a gold with the commodities, right? So let's talk about the DXY. And last week I didn't done a weekly analysis. 1 second, I will just check whether it's recording or not. Yeah, perfect. Because of some that 15 days before I'm not well, so I didn't attend. I didn't mentor the classes for the students, so that is postponed to the previous week. And last week I had an 8 sessions, so that is what I didn't. There is no time to did this YouTube weekly analysis. Apologies for that. So I will from this I can continue, and I will spend the 2 to 2.5 hours for you guys. So now what we exactly expected from here, right? It came down, and last week the perfect beautiful analysis here, ABC, ABC and ABC. So the totally it's a W and X is got completed here, and I'm expecting this. But if it comes and it did like this, that is also valid, but until if it breaks this one. But in my bias it won't do like this, so this is also valid in the expanded flat. See, every time we are expecting that running flat, it is making the expanded flat. See, here it is did a running flat, but in Euro USD did an expanded flat. So whether it is this is also available still, and it can break this trend line also, but until if it breaks this, my bias is only on the bullish side. But if it breaks this one, then I need to look, and so far I don't have any idea or the alternative views here, because everything it is looking like a three-way structure here. If it is failed here, and it is if it did like this, that is a confirmation of 1 2 3 4 5, so that will be continued like a impulsive wave. But here it failed to make that 5-way structure, and as per the previous what I expected, it can come like this and immediately it can bounce. So it did that same way, and immediately the 3-way structure. Later onwards it is down in the 3-way structure. So whether this is the completion of the X, or it is still in the formation of one more X to break this, and it took all the stop loss here, and fresh cells can activate. Later onwards it can bounce like this. What we expected, the same formation can happen here also. See, it triggered all that fresh buys right here. What happened the next? Immediately it came down. It took all the stop loss. See, a lot of people will stop here and here, and that depends upon their time frames in the 4-hour candle or 1-hour candle. But what it did here, what we expected, it did the same, right? You just go through my analysis, and I have already shared my all the analysis, right? So I expected this, exactly it came. So now what we can expect means one more is also possible, but this is not the promisable setup here, but this can be also converted into impulsive, like that gold. It looks like a corrective pattern and keeps climbing, and then it is converted into that impulsive wave. Like that it can do like this also. So what we expecting that the control can happen in the market, and an uncertainty is also around us. So we have to be very careful, and if you place the stop loss what you are expecting in the running flat, and if you place the stop loss, it will trigger, and then immediately it will bounce and it will hit your target also. So but expecting this as an expanded flat, and if you are not keeping the stop loss, market can do like this also, and it will get invalid also. So then what I will do, and I will think a lot of possibilities, and then I will change the counts according to the price action, and I may fail here. So the people who using the Elliott wave is a failure, but Elliott wave theory is not a fail. So it's all depends upon around us. The fundamental also will trigger the market, but lot of times technical can move the market, but fundamental will boost the market. So that Russia and Ukraine uncertainty happened in the gold, right, last night, and the crude. It hit my stop loss also in crude. I will explain that my trade, what I did, and how I made a profit in that. I will explain that. So now this is the same plan. It has a chances from here it can bounce. Otherwise it can do one more low. Whether it is making a one deeper low to break this low or may not, then we have to watch this. Otherwise what it will do, sorry, it will make somewhat here the consolidations, whether this is a, this is the B, C, D, E, and it can make a triangle also. There is a possibility if it did break this high and this low, so then the X will be a triangle, but only in this case, but not in Euro USD, because Euro USD it already broke this low in the high. So that is an expanded flat. There is no chances for making a triangle, I think so. So let's move on to Euro USD, right? So here, so it already broke the previous high also. So there is no chances here for making a triangle. So only this is the chances 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So whether it is going to make a 5-way structure, and I already explained here, and I expected the previous is a running flat. From here there is a chances. You just go through my previous analysis here, what I shared. From here I expected, right? From here I expected. But what the market did, it's a 5-way structure in that C-way. As of now, for me, it looks like a 5-way structure. And I have explained that the previous, in the 2020 and the COVID time, look at this. This is an expanded flat. That is why the price action and the fractals is more important in the previous. That is why I shared here. So I just explained what I shared here, and I explained here. People didn't know about how they understood my price action. See here, 1, 2, 3. It broke this low and it broke this high, right? But what happened the next time? It broke this low also. So this is an expanded flat. Here it did. So the same thing here, it broke this and it may break this low also. So still my bias is the same thing what I had shared, right? So here it did the 5-way structure so far. I will show you in the 4-hour chart. See, this is a 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4 and 5. Immediately I shared my view. I am expecting this is the expanded flat in X wave. So I am expecting the 3-way structure, right? But from here itself immediately it came down. So everybody prices me, but still there is a chances, right? This is also the 3-way structure. Still there is a chances to took all the stop loss here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is an expanded flat, and 5th, and it will took all the stop loss, and then immediately it can come to the downside. So beware of this kind of patterns. See, my invalidation point is the same thing. How I explain the DXY, the same invalidation point is here, 1.7. But if it breaks this also, I don't have any idea. So let's do the pattern. But if it hit my stop loss, I already placed the stop loss here because my target is below that 1.09 and 1.06. So I make this as a stop loss. So this is my view in Euro USD. Next, GBP. Why I am expecting this as the GBP USD tells me there is a one more high still. See, even though I expecting this 1, 2, 3, after that one more high and then immediately low. But what happened? This is on impulsive. So this wave is completed here. And now see here. Here it's a one more A, B, C and then C. So this is a B, C and one more high is also possible, but not to break this high. So from here I'm expecting the downtrend. So 1 second. Yes, sorry guys, it's just for an inquiry about the classes. So now this shows me the Euro USD, it got one more high is also possible in Euro USD, say may or may not. So now what I'm expecting here, it's one 3-day structure is got completed. So this is the one correction part it did. So now I'm expecting whether it is going to like this to making, but one more high is also possible, but not to break this high. But let's wait for this. But if it breaks this also, that has a chances for making one more. Anyway, I'm looking only to the downside, the positional, but the intermediate wave, that is the crucial one to determine here. So whether it is going to see as per this one high, but without breaking this high, there is a chances for making one more low. Later onwards, what we holding the positions to that what I explained right here, but from here also it can do like this. So for this will be then correction part. So this is the A, this is the B and C. So this X will be changed to here. So either it could be a simple X. From here, if it didn't break this high, there is a chances for making to break this low. And if it is a simple, so what we expecting is A, this is the B and this is the C, or this is a 1, 2, 3 and 1 second, yeah, 3, 4 and 5. So this will become WXA. Later onwards one more B and then C. See, we can calculate or we can label it anything later onwards, but we have to understand the concepts. So whether this is only the simple A, B, C and this is the connecting wave for this impulsive to the downside, or it is the connecting wave still ahead in the deeper correction. So then this will be a ABC is a W, then X ABC. Later onwards from here it can come to the downside, or this is the simplest form of the connecting wave and then it can carry forward from here to the downside. It can be anything. It all depends upon that fundamental newses and the price actions. It all depends upon here. So why I am expecting here it's a WX and then I am expecting here means it can do like this. So that is why I'm not posting that shares a lot of that is my ideas nowadays, because the it is coming in that diagonal triangle kind of pattern. We expect like this, it will do like this. So lot of people will criticize, right? They won't learn from me. Everybody is looking to criticize me, my analysis. So I'm not worrying about that, but it's a waste of time to look into that. So that is why I'm not commenting also, and I'm not allowed to comment also. So you have to understand here. I'm talking about and I'm teaching about the Elliott waves, not that trading, and I'm not giving any signal to here. Every week I'm spending nearly 2 to 2.5 hours to teach the people. Right, my ambition is to create an awareness. That's it. So if I keep teaching, I am also fine tuning myself. I will find some another alternative view while I am teaching to you. So that is also one selfishness for me. So once it did like this, my bias is only to the downside. So this is my view in, that is why in Euro USD there is a lot of chances for making one more high also. So mind that, but I already booked the profit what I shorted here, and nearly 90 pips I booked 50% of my position, and I didn't place the stop loss. I placed the stop loss only here to invalidate at 1.17, not here. If you keep immediately stop loss to remove and it will hit, and then what you will do, and later onwards the market, like last night it came down, immediately it will give like this kind of wave structure, and you can't enter the market again. So you just keep the plus, you have a room to breathe. Let's wait to complete the pattern here. We don't know whether the pattern is completed or not yet here. Even though it is came down, immediately it broke the 15 minutes anchor, and usually that 4-hour anchor also here. Look at this 4-hour anchor also. But what it will do next? There is a chances, right? There is one more impulsive wave. One three-way structure is got completed here. One three-way structure. So everybody will keep the stop loss, and it will hit the stop loss and then immediately come to the downside to your target. So what I'm expecting here, there is a chances for one. So maybe this could be the end of the trend also. So wait for this to pattern to complete, right? So AUD USD, what I expected, right? It's already broken this low. So I expected that running flat. So it already given that same running flat. But here it's a 1, 2, right? It's 7, 8, 6 and near to 1. So that is the, what we are expecting is it could be the running flat 1, 2, 3. So here it's a 1. So this is the 2 and this is the 3. So perfectly it did. So there is a chances from here also the market to the downside. But what it will do, right? It can again, like it will do like this, and then it will come down. So what is this formation? This is also the connecting wave and the complex correction. One more ABC to break this high, and it will be that expanded flat, and later onwards it will come to the downside like Euro USD. For this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the previous, and I have explained that whether we can make it this as a A. So this could be the B, and C is a 1. That is why I have already did. And this is a A, B, C, B. So it's somewhat that second wave has got complete complex correction. And the second wave later onwards, if this count is valid, immediately the third wave has to come to the downside. But we don't know whether this is the third wave or not. And I already informed that I hide this. Sometimes if we look into the weekly chart, this is looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So means this is the, that is why I have already did here it's a A, right? So we don't know whether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means whether this is a 1 or A. So if it is the deeper correction, it is already broken the low. So if it is a deeper correction in the expanded flat, it can reach up to the 7.5 and then immediately to the coming to the downside. So we can change the labeling in what kind of patterns or labeling in any kind for the 3-way structures, for the 5-way structures as it is. So but the market has to validate your counts. That is why I'm not deep into that wave counts nowadays. Previous I did that, but nowadays the structure is most important than the wave count. Look at in the weekly chart and look at in the lot of noise in the daily. and huge noises in that 4-hour chart. So if you keep looking on this, you can't enter in the other trades also. You just keep counting on this. But according to here, right? According to here, one correction is got completed. Whether it is going to be a deeper or again it can come to the downside without breaking this high, it can do anything. And here, one more thing is the maximum resistance, major resistance of here. So, sorry, the support. So this support can do like this also to reach here and then to 7.5, and then after that it can come to the downside. So wait for this. If we can expect the bigger correction also here, and then it could the downside. My bias is only to the downside, but don't bias on my analysis. You have to believe in your analysis, in your strategy. If you follow me, you may be a loss and I will be in profit. I will explain that in the gold trade once, right, in the analysis, how I did on the gold and US oil. If you follow me in the intermediate, you may lose all that money. But if you are following free from that beginning, then you may make some profits. So let's move on to New Zealand USD. Look at this, the same plan, the 15 days before what we what I explained, right? So this is the ABC ABC is a B, or this is a W, this is the X, whatever you can make it. This is a B means 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5. 1 second. Yeah, I will delete this. Yeah. Yeah. See, A, B and C got 5-way structure. 1, 2, so 3. Whether this is the 4th way, and one more low is also possible for the 5th way. That is why I have explained here. But what we expecting the market won't do. So it got some alternative views also. So we have to be in every time alternative views. You have to be contrarian to your views. So A, B, C, so that is valid. But what it will do market, if this is a W, this is a X, this is the Y, means it may do like this. So later on, this is the W, this is the X, and bigger A, B, C in act. So we can expect all the times. How I'm expecting in that Australian dollar that 7.5, this is also there is a chances for making that 7.075. So this trend line can again retested, and this gap may fill later onwards. I'm expecting the downside. So it will took more than a month also, or it can do like this, and it will be a ABC is a B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C. So this will be become a W, and later onwards from here it can do the X and A, B and C to reach to break this low. So this is also the valid. This is also the valid. So how we have to trade, that it depends upon you. I already explained the possibilities. So you have to decide where you have to enter according to that 4-hour chart or 1-hour chart. According to your capitals, you have to take risk. So I'm just going only for that swing trading, and I am not going to take that intraday trades. I can predict somewhat some in the swing or positional trade. See, from here also I have keep on explaining, right? There is a lot of chances for the rejection. So it is market is doing what I am expecting, sometimes against me. But what we did there, that is a question mark. If whenever you are in the right side of the market, how much you made? Whenever you are against the market, how much you lose? The totally profit and lose is equal to you have to be in profit. If you are in the losing side, then you have to reanalyze your, or you have to backtest your strategy. I did lot of mistakes in the previous. while I'm in the beginner. I bias on my analysis, and I'm not able to look all the possibilities like this nowadays. Nowadays I'm little bit fine tuned myself. It's all depends upon that screen time and your knowledge and your understanding about that Elliott waves. That's it. Simple. It's not only the Elliott waves. You can go deep in your strategy. You can find. So let's move on to USD CAD. Yeah, it's recording. So here, look at this. I already mentioned that A or 1. So whether this is the B or 2, and this could be the 1 and this could be the 2. So there's a lot of possibilities also here. So whether it's already did, right, it's already broken the high. So whether this is A, B, C, and what it will do, D, and one more, and I already explained that. So this could be the triangle in the B wave. So the second wave cannot be a triangle. So this could be the A, this could be the B, and one more impulsive wave like this can happen to reach that 1.36 or 1.38. So we have to wait for this confirmation. So what is the another possibilities? It can do what we expecting the triangle. It will do like this also. So what is this? It's an expanded flat, right? So then this will become what we labeled it as a 1. This will become ABC is a A, ABC is a B. So this will become ABC is a A, ABC is a B, and one more ABC is a C. So this whole thing becomes A. This is the connecting wave, and this is the one more expanded flat. Later onward, it can shoot like this. You expecting here, and you are placing the stop loss here, and if you are placing the stop loss here, looking like a triangle, and if you took the trade according to here the trend lines here, if you enter the trade and if you placing the stop loss, it will hit your stop loss, and it can do like this as a expanded flat. That is why that theory clearly explained what you have to do after it broken this high of a D or B. You have to make it this E as a stop loss. You have to enter. So that is why the people are very eager to catch the bottom and top, and they will blame the Elliott waves. So Elliott wave clearly says after only if it breaks the B or D, you have to enter and making that E as a stop loss, and you're looking for that target. But what we are thinking that we need to catch at the bottom of the E. So you entered here making this stop loss, and it will hit, then this will become the irregular flat and the expanded flat. From here it can shoot here, right? So these are the possibilities I found. So in your you can make you can find out lot of possibilities. So in here we have to look for the possibilities and you have to trade. That's it. So next we will move on to USD JPY. That is a beautiful trade. I will explain that. I have exited the trade here perfectly here 116.2, because once I got a little bit doubt here. I will show you that. Look at this. This is not looking like an impulsive way. So here if it is, and I already informed that this could be the triangle, right? But this is the one impulsive way, but I am not sure about this. I may be wrong also. So if this is the E wave, A, B, C, D, E, and this could be the wave 4, and one more impulsive means this is not looking like an impulsive wave for that starting of that wave 5. So what I did here is I exited my position at 116 waiting for this to break, and it didn't break this high. So there is a chances for making 114.5 still, and but I didn't catch this because I placed the order at 114.6 here, and in the late night it came and to that 115. but I placed the order at 114.6. But let's wait for this. So this is the top is the flat and the bottom is the rising. So that kind of triangle, right? So now from here there is a chances for making a high for the fifth wave, or it can do the connecting wave again one more low and it will trigger my buy stop loss. After this, one more high for the fifth wave to break the 118.6, my positional target. So wait for this to trigger, but I don't have any idea apart from this in UJ. So whether this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 and somewhat I'm not able to come to the conclusion here, but this is the only one possibility idea I'm having, and I already explained that also. So there is, but these are the three-way structures. So from here also I explained, right? It already broken this low, so it's looking like a three-way structure, and this is not an impulsive wave. So this one more A. So what it will do here is it can do one more high also. Later onwards it can come to the downside also. So then also I'm not an idea as of now. So let's wait for to break this high. So if it comes to that 114.6, my buy order will trigger, and I didn't place any stop loss so far. For this order, if I had to place a stop loss means here we have to place a stop loss. But let's wait for this to trigger my buy. Then I will upload, or otherwise in the next week I can explain that. So next USD CHF. So here, and the last 15 days before also, the day last week I have explained whether it is going to break the high, it's also possible, or it is going to break this low, right? This low. Why means, see, one simple correction is got completed here. So there is a chance that if it is a three-way structure, I am looking only for the impulsive wave. If this is the impulsive wave, or it's a double zigzag or three-way structure, we need an impulsive wave in five-way structures, not this kind of three-way structures. And it is still in that from the past 1 year, it is in the correction. Like USD JPY, it is not yet cleared the path in the bullish side. So whether it is the three-way structure means the B is already completed here, or it can be I'm looking for one more high to break this, but let's wait for this. Whether this is a three-way structure, I'm not sure about whether this is a three-way structure or the impulsive way to the downside, right? So if it did, so one pattern, one simple wave is got completed here, the correction. If this is the connecting wave, no need. See, if this is the connecting wave, we need a five-way structure, right? And it is not looking like a five-way structure. This is a one A, B and C. After this one impulsive wave. So now it is a correction. So still we are in the correction, and I already placed this buying stop loss below this 9070. Why I am looking for this means, one, again I will unhide. So this is a ABC is a A. So this is a W. So the X is not yet completed. So still it is arcade means what? See, explainly I am explained right the last week. I am expecting for this and looking for this X wave. So now this has got an invalid, right? So this is the three-way structure. So this is the intermediate wave WX. So I'm looking for, one second, I'm looking for one three-way structure, 1, 2, 3, and then this is the 1, 2, 3. So we can make it this here, sorry, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So this is the X wave and this is the connecting wave. So for this impulsive corrective wave, this is the connecting wave and one more connecting wave to the upper side. Whether it is going to break the high or this high. If it breaks this high, immediately I will exit my position. immediately, because in any time it will do 786, right? It can do one impulsive way to the downside to break this. So this is an impulsive way, and this is the impulsive way to the downside. Or if whether we can make it as a three-way structure also, it can do the three-way structure and one more three-way structure. But what we expecting this, it can go above the high also, and immediately I need this three-way structure. This kind of impulsive way has to happen in without. If it breaks the high, it can do like here. If it is not breaking the high, if it breaks this high, from here we can expect to break this low. So if it breaks this high, I'm not seeing this one, because sometimes it can be a running flat, or sometimes it could be an expanded flat. So let's wait for this. So USD CHF is got completed. Next, ELLIOTT JPY, CJs, everything as per our analysis it is doing. Wait for this. A, B, C, D. So whether this is the E, or what I explained, it can do one more. I will explain one more high. So this will become a B, C, D, and one more is also possible, and then again it can go high, but only if it breaks this high. But I'm not advised, and I'm not trading this pair. Previous I did, but not now. So after this, the correction part I'm expecting, and if it breaks the high only, it will reach higher. Otherwise, what it will do, this could be the completion of the 5. I already explained that, and we are in the downtrend also. So if this is the one impulsive wave, if this is the one impulsive wave, or the three-way structure, this could be the three-way structure, and what we are expecting the triangle, it can come to the downside also if it is the fifth wave got completed here. So let's wait for the CJ. 1 second, lot of noises is coming here. 1 second, I will just pause this. Yeah, sorry, it's near to my house, construction is going on, right? There's a lot of noises, so apologies for that. I can finish a little bit fast also, right? So I'm expecting only if it breaks, it can move higher. So UJ also I'm expecting that 118.6 to break. So at that time it can also break the previous high, and it will reach the previous resistance zone here. It's 90.3 also. So if it is a Y, and this could be X, could be the triangle, and one more ABC to reach that 90. So let's move on to CAD JPY. 1 second, I will check whether it's recording. Yeah. So here the same pattern, that CAD JPY also. So 1AB, I'm expecting the high. So it's here, it's a little bit consolidating, and for this impulsive wave, beyond the correcting, and if it breaks this low, there is a chance of again one more high. So then this A, B, C, and this is the D, and one more three-way structure. This is one more three-way structure, and after that it can shoot. So the same pattern in AJ, UJ, and as well as in CJ. So next we can move for the New Zealand CAD. So in this also I exited my position here, and I will explain why I exited. So in previous, this is the part I confused. So it's looking like a one impulsive wave, and this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 is a triangle, and the fifth is already got completed. But sometimes lot of people's and a lot of in books also I have referred this, whether this the A can be a little bit bigger and C is very small or also shallow. So B is a triangle and C. So these are all the confusing part, right? So if we get confused, we no need to marry this pair. You just divorce this, and you can look for the other. That's it, the same simple word. Because this is the 5-way structure, this is the 3-way, and this is the again 5-way structure. So I'm looking for the 5-day structure is also, it's above that 1.618 here. So somewhat what I'm expecting here is somewhat here that B is already completed. If this is the 1, this is the 2, right? So the intermediate wave of 3 is also the 1, 2, 3, and it is not yet reached this zone so far. So there is a chances for making one more low. So this will become a third, and later onwards the three-way structure 4 and 5. So my target is to break this low, right? So A, B, and C got that 5-way structure. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The third way is also extended. Third, fourth, and fifth. So simply it can do like this also. So unnecessarily, I no need to be in buy side expecting this. So what I bought here and here, I exited my position. One is one profit and one is in the break even. Nearly 10 points. There's a swap and the commission. It's all gone, means it's only the break even. So I exited my position here, and I informed in some groups also. So now I'm looking like this, but we have to wait for this pattern to complete to break this low. So wait for this pattern, right? So next we can move for our favorite pair, right? Euro New Zealand. What I have explained, clearly mentioned, it can break 1.720 also, but I need a close in weekly above that to invalidate. It's already closed above, but the next week what it did, nearly it came down. See the weekly candle, right? So it's nearly came down where it should. So now what it is possible, only if it comes to this zone I will be in buy side definitely, but I won't be buy side here. But all the euro pairs, it's looking like only the expanded flat. So I already did here as a running flat, but it did expanded flat. So now this is also still valid. From here one more three-way structure can happen, and if we reach here in this zone, we have to wait for the pattern to complete the three-way structure, and I'm expecting to break this high. That's it, simple. So this will happen only the DXY if it reaches the 103, above that Euro USD to below that 1.06 and or 1.03. Later onwards I'm buying that Euro USD, right? After that Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, what I'm expecting. So this will took more time. So nearly 2000 pips from that previous high. I'm expecting the 2000 to 2500. It can be a little bit deeper also. So it can break this trend line also, but we have to wait for this. And if it comes like this, maybe you can, after the B wave correction, you can look for this, you can pick this trade with the stop loss of this. But I am not so, because the B wave will be very slow overlapping like this. How many weeks from here? Nearly 7 months, right? February to August, 6 months. It's a B wave. So this can happen here also. So this is my analysis for the Euro New Zealand, and let's move on to US 30. One second. Yeah, Euro New Zealand we finished. So looking for the US 30. One second. Here it's US 30, right? This is the weekly chart, and what I explained the previous, it can bounce from here. So wait for this, and we already bounced. So now it's looking like again the three-way structure. So whether, look at this, this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, and this is the 3, 4, and 5. Whether this is the 5-way structure or this is the 3-way structure and this is the 3-way structure, possible. So this will become W, this will become X, and one more A, B, C. And what happens? Again there will be a correction. It can do like this. So what it will be, that will be a bigger fourth wave. So I now I changed the label, right, and I have explained that also. Third wave, so this will become the fourth wave. So fourth wave, maybe it won't be very simple because the second wave is also got very simple. So the fourth wave may be a triangle again. So it's also looking like a three-way structure, and it looks like somewhat, if it is the 5-way structure, 1 2 3 4 5 means, and here the 3-way structure, and again one more 5-way structure, but it should be very aggressively, then only we can come to the conclusion whether, okay, right, this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2 and wave 3. But sometimes it can break above the previous high and immediately it can fall to that as a running flat, or it could be an expanded flat, but I'm not looking the expanded flat here. So there is a chances for making to break this high. So this will be a ABC, or if it is not yet broken the high also, again there will be a lot of chances for making a 3-way structure to making a triangle. So this is my bias in US 30. So let's move on to Bitcoin, BTC, where it is here. So what I explained here, I'm expecting bounce, right? So why I expected that? There is a chances for making from here also the bounce. Otherwise, from here, if it did the 3-way structure, immediately it can be make one more 3-way structure, whether it is going to break this low or may not. If it is not breaking this low, there is a chances for making a triangle. So now it is already bounced. So what we can expect, this is the got invalid now. So now I am expecting the same pattern. There is no change here. So that means whether the fourth wave is got completed here, fifth wave of third wave is already dead, and we are in the fourth wave, or this fourth wave is still ahead. That is the question here. Whether this fourth wave is still here or it is already in the bigger fourth. So there is a deeper consolidation is going on here. So let's wait for this, or if you see, my bias is the same. So if you need to trade, you can, where you have to make the stop loss, you can make the stop loss and you can book the profit. I won't see, if I won't advise, then how can you practice? If I advised here to make this as a stop loss or this as a stop loss, it can do anything, different pattern, and then I may be wrong. So first of all, you have to practice and you have to think. Then only you come to know the other possibilities, and you will be a contrarian to your analysis. It's like a pure chess, and I have informed that previous. Always think about that opponent move. Then only, otherwise, if you bias on your move only, you can't understand how he is moving the opponent. That opponent coins, right? You have to think their view also. So how he is moving the coins, and what is the target for he is looking for us. So everything you need to understand. Then only you will be a success. So next is we will move on to copper. Finally, we can move that. Finally, we can move up to the gold. So here the copper, I have explained that one impulsive, right? And this is the correction part. What happened? 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, here. What I explained here is a correction part, right? And it did the same thing. So whether this is an impulsive or this is a 3-way structure, and this is the corrective part, and this one more 3-way structure, whether it is going to break the high or it can get rejected from here. So if it get rejected from here, we can expect this. So whether this is the completion of the correction, can't say, because it can do like one more 3-way structure. So this is the corrective part, and one more high to break, or may not. Later onwards, it can come to the downside. but the correction is the very important one. Whether the correction is got completed or not, we have to find. So we have to book the partial profit, because we expecting this. If you leave the profit, it will do like this, and then you will be again hurt yourself. No, you maybe we have to book the profit here itself. Again, if it comes here and we need to uh, book the profit again, we can accumulate that sale again once again here. I did that same thing in US oil. I booked the profit, partial profit. Whatever the market gives, you just book. Hold the remaining another partial. At least at the end of the day, at least you didn't make a big profit also. At least you can make a small profit expecting the bigger one. So expecting the bigger, you will get only the smaller. So that means you have to think double or triple. Then only at least you can get a one time the profit. So like this, whether this is the end of the correction, we can expect the three-way structure to break this low, or it is still the correction is going on, means one three-way structure. So this will become the connecting wave. Later on, so one more three-way structure, whether it to break this low or this high or this high. Later onwards, I am expecting this one. But here, from here also there is a chances. So if it breaks this high, means the X will become here. So then this will be a WXY. So the intermediate wave, also for the X is a WXY. So here one ABC is a B, and one more ABC is a bigger one, C, to reach this 2.8. So that will be a bigger. From here, if it reach, means only it can do up to that 3.5. So this is my view in copper and silver. Here, right? Perfect impulsive wave. Here what we expecting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We thought like that and I thought like that, but I had one more doubt also, whether this is a three-way structure, and here also it's looking like a three-way structure, right? And this is an impulsive wave. So if that means there is a chances for making one more low, whether to break this low. So if it breaks this low here also, whether this is a B, C, here it's a B, or the B is still in that pattern, and one more A, B, C, and then one more down. So A, B, C, D, E. So then the B will become here. But until if it breaks, the pattern is very, very crucial to find out here. If we think like this is a five-way structure, but may or may not one impulsive wave. So whether this could be that one more high and one more possible is also there. So if this is the A, this is the B, this is the C, means again where D can't be like this kind of, again one more high, one more low is also possible. Then we have to market this as a D. So A, B, C, D, and then E, later onwards only it can come to the downside. But if it breaks this high, right, I'm not looking like that, but market, this is a financial, and that Russia Ukraine is also going on issues, but I'm according to that issue, I'm not seeing like it can break the high. It will do this high, but let's wait for this. But if it breaks the high, but here the intermediate wave is not yet completed here, this intermediate wave is not completed here, so then this will become a irregular flat. But I'm not sure about this, how I have to make this as an irregular flat. So be smart like this. Let's wait for the pattern. Anyway, we have to wait for this. We can think anything, but the market has to valid to your count. Here also it's looking like one impulsive way to the downside. But if it breaks the from here, and again it can break this high, So this will become a 1 2, and then only it can do like this also for the third wave to the downside. So this is a 1, and that second wave is a little bit complex correction, and then third wave we can expect to the downside below the 16 also. Or whether what I have explained, that the B way is still there, so then we can come to the conclusion, if it is a triangle we can make it this as a sure about AB is a triangle and the same C way to the downside is possible. So let's move on to finally the gold one. What I did, right? What I will explain that. Just clearly you have to listen here. I exactly short at here 1877, that you know, and where I booked, it's an average of at here nearly 1791 I booked from here 1851, and I booked at 1790 here. So everything, see what I did, immediately I accumulated my positions nearly the average of 1830 to 1825 is my average. 1825 I already shot, and again the 1841 I shot. So average will be nearly 1825, 1841, 16, so 1833 is my average. If I place the stop loss here, stop loss may hit, right? It's already hit. If I placed the stop loss here, but I placed the stop loss here. Why I did? I'm looking for the triangle A, B, C. So I'm looking for the triangle. So I'm playing in this, making this as a stop loss. I already booked the profit here, and again I accumulated here and I make the profit here. And now my target is nearly to the 1720 here to break this low, nearly the 1720 or 1740 or 1750, whatever it is. So what the market it is doing here? So if you place this as a, see from here, right, this is a perfect impulsive way. I thought like that. So here also 1A, this is the B, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I did like that one way, right? In the previous also I said. So perfect impulsive wave. Later onwards, it's looking like the climbing, it's looking like the correction part, and what it did immediately it shoots because of Russia-Ukraine issue. So now what we have to do? Simple. We have to make it this as a something WX ABC. So this is the connecting part. This will be the connecting part, and this is the WX ABCY, and this is the stop loss. I'm expecting from Monday or this week, if either it has to hit my stop loss or it has to come to the downside. So this is my view. That is why we have to place the stop loss, even though the more confirmation. I didn't book the profit here. I didn't book the profit here because I'm looking for that nearly that 1720 is my profit target, right? So why I need to book the profit? Here I did, right? And again I accumulated. Immediately I accumulated. Once here also I booked the profit, and here also I booked the profit of an average of 1800. So nearly I booked the profit of $50. Now if it hit my stop loss also, so what will be that? 1831 is my 1831, right? So is my average. My stop loss is 1878. So nearly that $47 is that uh, what stop loss. So if it hit also, again I will be in profit because I already booked the profit here 50, and here also I booked the profit. So overall in the gold trade where I'm shorting from here, totally I'm in the profit, but the people follow me from here may be a loser. So that is why the following is also not that very easy one. Following other people, it's not the easy one. I can be in a break even, or I will be in a profit, but you may lose the profit, because you may lose not only the profit, you may lose your capital also. So You have to understand. That is why I said just explaining detailedly. Here my profit is there, and again I accumulated here and I booked the profit here. Still 50%, right? I didn't done. So I have already placed the stop loss. I'm accumulated only the 50%, not even the 100%. But because I know if it hit the stop loss also in uncertainty periods, I may be in profit. If I accumulate all those things also, I may be in profit. But I did that. I accumulated only the 50%. Still the 50% is in profit. If it hit the stop loss also, I will be in profit. So this is my view, right? So I'm expecting the 1720. The uncertainty is around us. So let's wait, and I will show you the one more here. This is the one chart, right? On November 23rd, there is a chances to break the high also. That is 1920 or 1917. It can break the high. Why? If this is the one impulsive, this is the corrective part, this part is the corrective part, there is a chances for one more impulsive to break this and hit the stop loss, and it will trigger all the fresh buyers, and immediately there is a chances. So you will need to understand all the possibilities. So invalidation for a triangle pattern. So A, B, C, D, E, and then it can come to the downside for a triangle pattern. So for the triangle pattern this is the invalidation. You can make it this as also invalidation point, but in some cases, rare cases, if you place the stop loss here, it can hit your stop loss and it can to the downside also. So here also 1A, this is the B, means C can go above the high. So the overall A or W, so this will become X. So A, B, C, it can hit your stop loss. So this is the W, this is the X, and A, B, C to the downside. So anyway, I'm looking only for the downside. So this is the one possibility. So that is why I need to give the input here. But from here, if it goes like immediately, no, I will be happy. If it breaks the high also, I will be in sell side to break above this also. I will again sell this pair. But here immediately it came down. So that means somewhat here also its correction is going on, and I thought this correction is got completed here, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is also I have explained the one more chart where, one second, yeah, here, this is the latest chart. What I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more high is also possible, right? That is why I have already sold the gold here. Again I accumulated, and I here what I booked the profit, finally I accumulated here, right? Look at this, it did the 5-way structure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means A, B, or W, X, A, B, C, or this is the A, this is the B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the lot of uh, possibilities it's here. So now it is valid, right? A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, it's aggressive move. How many dollars? Nearly $75, right? I booked the profit nearly the $50. Again, I expecting this. I lot of things. I at 1841 also I booked, and after that I'm too happy because I didn't book the on the late night of day before yesterday. It nearly came $20. Later on, the Ukraine Russia, it's boost the market and hit all the stop loss whoever the placed here and here. So now, so whether this is the impact now, this is the way we have to expect that. So whether this is a W, this is the X, A, B, and C, or whether we have to make it anything, the structure is the most important. And I have several times I already informed somewhat some pattern here. I will explain that, and I already did previous. This is the A, B, C, D, and what I thought Here is the E wave previous. I thought this is a three-way structure. So from here I expected. If I place the stop loss here, what it will do? It hit the stop loss and made this. And again what it did? Again it hit the one more high, right? So it will keep doing this. So what it will do? This is the one. And again if we place the stop loss at the right place, that is why the stop loss is not triggered. So right now A, B, C, D, and this is the E, and after that it came down as per what I expected. So like this, we have to trade this portion also. So that is a smaller triangle. This is the bigger triangle what I am expecting. So A, B, C, D, and E. So once the E wave is got completed, so and here it is not looking like an three-way structure, so it is still in that C wave, and we are still in the D wave. It is not yet completed. I'm not going to make sure this is the D wave, and it is not looking like the D wave here. It is looking like an impulsive wave. So wait for this and see one more, and a lot of doubts here. One impulsive, and this is the corrective, and I'm not going to take the whole thing as a triangle, because lot of people's asking me, everybody it's looking like this as a triangle. So A, B, C, D, and after once it hit the thing, what we expect in the bearish triangle, they are looking as the bullish triangle. So once it hit means A, B, C, D, E, and we are looking for the D. Either I am looking for this kind of triangle, they are looking for the bullish triangle. So I don't know how they, I won't look for all the things whoever are sharing to me, because just I am explaining here. I didn't saw this how they are marked this portion, and I already explained that it can hit the it can go above the high, and this is the one irregular flat formation. This is the irregular flat formation in the wave 4. We are in the wave 4 in the bigger picture here, and I have explained that this is the third wave, so we are in the fourth wave, and I think in I having this count here. Yeah, this is the one. See, I have already did that. From here it can go back to break the 1921, and immediately this is the A, this is the B, and C wave, or it can be a triangle, right? The same thing. And one more downside. So in any way I'm looking for this pattern. Wait for this. So hope you enjoyed, and I think I cleared your doubts in the gold, and I think in US oil. Yeah, we forget that. Yeah, I forget that. Sorry. Here what I did, right? And I will explain in the here also. See, previous I thought this fifth wave, and my target is already reached in my buy side. Perfectly, I thought this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3, this is the 4, this is the 5. So 92.5 I short the market, placing this 93.6 as a stop loss, and I booked nearly at 89. I booked the profit. So nearly from 92.5, nearly the 89, I got $3.5. I booked the profit nearly for the 50%, not the full. And later onwards, what I did, right? Here it's looking like somewhat the three-way structure. I found the three-way structure. Immediately I informed that I sold at 91.5, and that morning, yesterday morning, I booked the profit at 89.5. So how much? $3.5 and the $2.5. So for this, what I'm looking here, it's looking like a three-way structure. So this impulsive wave I thought this could be the C wave. So I'm expecting this, but expecting this sometimes it will do like this also. So what I did, I placed the stop loss for that both, for what I accumulated here, the $2 and again the $3.5. It's nearly $6 I got the profit. So my average is 92.5 and this 90.75, right? So that overall I booked the profits nearly $6, means here I lose the average of 92 and this is the 91, means nearly 91.5 is my average. So 93.5 is my target. I have already placed the stop loss. So that $2 and here I got the $6. I lose the profit, but I am in that profit. Even though if it hit my stop loss, I'm in profit. I book the profit. It's a simple. We don't know the uncertainty what it is going to happen. But this is not a confirmed trade, right? Even though I book the profit, fine. That is why I will book the profit. My target was the 86.5 here. 86.5 is my target. So in that off, I booked the profit of 50%. And here also I took the one trade and I booked the profit also $2. So like this you have to trade. And the remaining 50%, if it hit the stop loss also, no worry about that. Already make the profit. So now, okay, that is the finished. So now how you look the market and how you have to calculate this wavefront. Simple. Means I will explain here. So market will do it trigger all the fresh buys, right? It's already broken the previous high. So again, maybe I'm expecting like this. In three-way structure or five-way structure, it can do like this, and again one more A, B, and C to reach the 100 also. It may reach 100 also. That is why the crude I'm not going to short. But even though I short in one conference, because how I did is that this is the waypoint what I did. But now it's looking like, see, looking like this is the 1, 2, 3. So this is the 1, this is the 2, so this is the 3, this is the 4, and this is the 5. So this third way is looking like the diagonal triangle. So this is the ABC is a 1, ABC is a 2. This whole thing becomes a 3. So this we are in that fourth wave. So still we having one more high is also possible. So the whole thing, see, as per my previous analysis in that 4-hour chart, what I did, once again I will tell you in the daily chart. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth way is got an expanded ending diagonal pattern, and this is the new one for me also. I didn't found like this in any structure and any pair. So I thought and my target is got completed, right? My target is got achieved, but I exited at 81.5 also. I bought at 66.5. That you know very well. So how we have to calculate this? Because again there is a one more opportunity high, means this is the wave, it is not valid now as of now. So now what we have to do here, it's simple. Just we have to finish here itself. Means this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, this is the wave 3, this is the wave 4, and this is the, as per the previous, we need to look for the A. So this is the end of the fifth. So we need to complete this as a 5. So this is the A. Later onwards, this is the B wave. So here is the B. And this is the C of 1. This is the 2. And we are going for the third. We are all in the third wave. It is not that much simple, right? Lot of people are asking, if you lose here also, if we catch the third wave, you will learn lots and lot of millions and millions. But what we did, what I did here, that is why the market is the king. You have to follow that. Market won't follow you. You have to follow the market. So simple. Now what I changed the count, right? One. So this is the A 5-way structure. This is the B. Is very simple. So 1, 2. So third way. So third way is nearly above 1.618. So what I expecting that 98 101.4, right? It will reach the 101 or 103. So that means this is the 1, 2, 3. Later onwards, one more fourth wave and one more fifth. So my target, as I informed, right, 115 is my target. It will definitely going to reach. I will explain that in that WTI. You just go through that. Look at this. Here, I explained that ABC. So from here I expected, but what it did, here itself it completed the DA. Now this is a 1. This is the 3. We are in the 3. Second, we are going to yet make the fourth wave. So what I expected, it did the previous itself. So this is the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the B. 1. So this is not yet crossed this low. So that is the second wave. So we are in the third wave. So third wave yet to complete above the 100. Later onwards fourth. And after this, the 3-way structure, fifth way to reach my target of 110 to 150. That's it, simple. And here perfect, only the 23.6. We are expecting the 38.2, but it market gave in the zigzag pattern. So how the zigzag pattern, why I am looking for the zigzag pattern here? Look at this in the weekly chart. This is the A, this is the W, this is the X, and where we are, it's nearly that irregular flat formation. So W, X, we are in the Y wave. So A already did, B already did, and we are in that C wave. So it will reach the 108 to 115. So once it reached, whether it is going to break or not, it is not the question mark. If it breaks, that is an expanded flat. If it is not, it break this high, that will be a running flat. Later onwards, I am expecting to the downside. So this is the A, this is the B and C. So again, it is going to be a 11 or 0. In US oil, it may be again 0, or what happens, it's around us. Didn't know anything about that. So, and here also I need to give one more input. So this is the A, this is the B, and after that C, if we have to short the market again it will do a little bit consolidation, and again one more high. So what is the hell is doing? Then ABC is a A, ABC is a B, C got a 5-way structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then this is the A, this is the B, and one more C way to the downside. So hope you enjoyed my analysis. So we will see you in that next week. If I found a time, I will found the time for you. So make sure that and read lot of things about, if you are following the Elliott waves, go deep, understand the concepts, and this analysis may help you a lot in your future also trading journey. So thanks a lot. Have a nice weekend to everybody. Bye.